very much, Ken Workington. Indeed, ice-cold Orange Crush sounds just about right with the weather we've had here at the Meadowlands. You're from Illinois. I'm from Michigan. We might have to move back home to get away from the snow, huh?
To get a little relief from the snow and the cold.
Unbelievable. Andy, you're sitting on a milestone, 6,999 wins, one away from 7,000. I know it's just a number, but when you were grooming horses for Tex Moats, did you ever think you'd have 7,000 wins?
I didn't think I'd have 7,000 drives, so, that's a big step.
Now, the series finals tomorrow, the post gods have not been very kind to you. You had the 10-hole in two of them, and then we found out that they've switched drivers on Blatantly Good Real Celebration. You're actually on Real Celebration. You have the 10-hole in all three finals, but I think you're going to win with one of them. That's the horse we're going to show you, Summer Camp. This horse is amazing. Here he is in the first leg of the hurt, and I still can't believe you won this race tracking down Mears Hanover.
He just keeps on grinding, and he's going faster at the wire than anywhere, and he's just that type of horse, and he just don't give up, and he's a pleasure to drive, and he just keeps going.
Now, he's always been a little bit rough-gated. He had braking problems early on. Is he getting better, and is there still room for improvement?
There's still a little room for improvement, but he's absolutely getting a lot better. Josh has done a great job, and John did a great job of nursing him along, throughout last year. So, he's a nice horse.
I believe you could win from post 20, but post 10 is still an issue. What's your strategy? Obviously, you can't let Brian Sears get too far away from you.
No, it's just hopefully the racing gods are with me and the trip works out good. We got to push out of there a little bit and see what happens.
Speaking of the other series finals, you pick up the drive on Get It Now in the Complex. You got post 10, 1 of 4 for the Bergs. Guess it's good practice for post 10, but I don't think anybody's going to beat this St. Elmo hero.
No, he's an amazing horse, and he loves his job. And he takes care of himself, and at the wire he's just marching.
Now, T-Trick, I asked him, I said, you're from Illinois, how did you let this horse get by you? Why didn't you claim him for $8,000? He said Carl Becker bought him for $600 at one point. A lot of money for Carl. Had you heard about this horse?
No, I had never heard about him till he came out here, and he's just one of those freaks, and they show up here and there, and it's always nice to see him.
Classy-looking horse on the racetrack, too. Your other series final tomorrow night, the Presidential Real Celebration. He won the first leg, but again, the outside post is an issue, but that's going to be a gunfight, that race.
Yeah, hopefully they'll really mix it up early, and, he does have a lot of class and can get home pretty good.
Okay, have you driven that horse before, Real Celebration?
I raced him quite a bit at Chester last year, and I raced him once here, and, he's just a nice horse.
Okay, well, let's look at your drives tonight. We start in the first race with the trotter number 8, American Royal. Dave Brower and I loved him last week. He was just fair, to say the least. Had some traffic. You've driven him at Chester in the series. What do you think of him?
He's not a bad little horse, and he's in a spot where it could be an upset. He can go, and, if he's on his game, he could be there.
Second race, number 8, Odds On Riesling, probable favorite here. Your choice over a pair of long shots, the 7 and the 9. How come she missed the first leg of the White Ruffles?
I think it was maybe they forgot to enter or something was going on. I'm not sure, but she raced really good last week. Kind of got pushed back and was coming on the end of it. So I think she's got a good shot.
Well, it's just as well she didn't get in, because you ended up winning the final with Trist anyhow, and you probably would have driven this one.
Yeah, I'd have probably driven this one, so it worked out for the best.
Third race, you've got number 5, Storm and Rustler. The horse has been pretty good. He's got gate speed. You got a good post. What do you think?
He raced okay last week. I don't think the front end was his best spot, so we'll just look for a trip, and I think he's in a good spot here.
Now, John McDermott trains him. Does he talk as much as his brother Kevin?
More.
Is that right? So,
I don't know. He talks a lot. It's a dogfight between them.
You want to get a coffee, you just grab the Lions as they lead the horse out to the track there. Fourth race, number 7, Margarita Mary. Pretty steady trotting mare. A couple of scratches in there, which probably help her. With her pedigree, I'm somewhat surprised they're still racing her. They haven't bred her.
Yeah, I don't know why. She raced good for Steve last year up in Canada for a little while there. So, I think they're hoping she comes back to that.
Fifth race, you've got number 6, You Better Think. Your choice over the 9, Nice Mare. Second start back for Casey, who did some real good with her back in 09.
Yeah, she didn't have a very good race last week and ended up with a few breathing issues or something. So, if she's back on her game, she's okay.
Do you know she's raced 85 times in 09 and 2010? That's a lot of starts, especially for a mare at this level.
Yep, that's a lot of racing.
It sure is. She's a tough horse, though. 6th race, you've got number 6, Braggart. Major stake star as a 2-year-old. I liked him last week. He just didn't seem to have the same pop he used to.
Yeah, he was bought back at the sale. He went through the sale, and they bought him back. And he's just a nice horse, and, if he steps up his game a little bit, he's okay.
7th race, speaking of sales, you've got number 8, Native Doll. Your choice over the 2 and the 10. Tony Alanya, Dave Rovine and company spent $110,000 for this one a week ago Monday.
She's a nice mare. I raced her last time just before the sale there, and, she really raced good. And, I think they made a nice purchase.
David Rovine, do you know him at all? Used to work with Holloway, top trainer?
No, I don't really know him, but I've heard good things about him.
All right, well, we wish you luck with Native Doll. It'd be nice to see David have some more success and get involved more in harness racing. 8th race, you've got the 6, Slightly Tipsy. You guys bought her for $36,000 at the sale. I remember her dam, Apple Cider Hanover, was real tough for Bill Fay.
Yeah, she seems okay. She's been training good, and the same connections as own Lucky Jim bought her. So, they bought her for a brood mare, but hopefully we can make a racehorse along the way.
Make a little of that money back to pay those stud fees is what you're looking for. 9th race, you don't have a drive. 10th race, the 9, 4 stars, Molly. Dave Miller opted off, but you know her. You won the Jersey Girls with her in that rainstorm last year. Yeah,
I think she's just racing herself back into shape, and, it might take another start or two, but she's okay.
The 11th race, you've got the 7, Knights Creation, another that was bought back out of the sale. She can go, but the big question to me is she only raced 8 times last year. Something must be wrong with the wheels.
She must have had some issues or something, but she is a nice mare, and when she's on her game, she's a very good mare.
All right, 12th race, the grand finale. We need some shipping money to get home to Blairstown, New Jersey. Number 7, Western Avenue. You and Julie actually had this horse last year.
Yeah, we had him for a while, and, he raced okay and just didn't step up to the next level. So, we ended up losing him in a cheap claimer, and, he's still down in the bottom claimers, so we'll just see what happens.
All right, we can't do an interview with Andy Miller without asking about Lucky Jim. How is he doing? When are we going to see him his first start this year?
We brought him back in to prep for the Sumac Lad, but now that's canceled and we're not racing here the month of April, so, it's kind of up in the air now. But he's in and training and doing good.
And the heck of it is, he had a good year last year. What did he make, like $600,000?
He made just right around $500,000.
Okay, but really it's a disappointment compared to the year before.
Compared to the year before, it is, but, it's tough to put 2 years together like that, so, we can't take nothing away from him.
Well, Andy, we do have one email question for you. This comes from Gordon, and I assume he's from Illinois. When you look back at all the success you've had in New Jersey, do you ever wonder what may have been if the purses had remained good in Chicago and you stayed there?
Yeah, I always wonder that, and it's a shame they didn't, because that was home for years, and I really loved it there. But things just kind of trickled downward, and we made a good move to New Jersey.
And I'd say it's worked out extremely well. Andy Miller sitting on win number 7,000. Hopefully he gets it tonight. Thanks for taking a few minutes to join us, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Dave Brower coming up next. We'll take a look at the Saturday Series Finals, so stay tuned.